Oh man, you've had a frustrating morning. Just give yourself a minute. Nope, can't do that. Get out and get it done.
I'm at a point now where a third of the way into this, I just have stuff I need to get done.
Oh Lord. Oh gosh.
It doesn't even feel like exercise whenever I'm getting on here and I'm able to play a game and everything.
I'm breaking my fast 24 hours and 42 minutes. Oh my gosh.
I can get out here and I can feel all that and I can have those memories, but I don't get stuck in any moments.
Good morning. Day 25 of 75 hard. Hard to believe we're already a third of the way there, folks. Let's get the day going. Raspberry today.
I begin every day by reading my Bible, reading my 10 pages, journaling, and then spending a little bit of time in Duolingo.
All right, had to be quiet, kind of quiet in there. My wife was in the gym working out, so if you heard any background noise, that's what it was. I'm glad she's up and she's doing it, but sometimes it makes it a little challenging to document this process for y'all. I don't want to disturb her or anything. With that said, this morning, doing another 40-pound weighted vest walk. As I was sitting there and I finished up, I started a new book today, UOU, and seems like it's going to be really good, but it doesn't have an audio companion sync with it, so I'm just having to read it, just actually read it. I have nothing to listen to, and if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I like to have the whisper sync on so that I can hear it as I'm reading it. It really helps me. So anyway, that took me a little longer this morning. I was getting a little frustrated with that because I'm a slow reader. Have to reread things over and over if I don't have the audio with it, and felt myself getting frustrated and just not wanting to get up, not wanting to get out of the chair, and it's just another one of those times where it's just like, okay, you got to get up and do it, period, boom. And it's like the moment that you just get up and your feet hit the ground, all that stuff that you were thinking about and everything just goes away, at least in my experience. But you have these little moments where it's like, hey, just sit here a little longer. Oh man, you've had a frustrating morning. Just give yourself a minute. Nope, can't do that. Get out and get it done. You know, something I don't think that I've talked about is wearing this vest It's very unique, I think, to me and people who come from my background, but there was a time, not too long ago, just a couple years ago, where I don't think I could have worn this vest without being really negatively, mentally impacted. The reason is I wore a ballistics vest for years, and you'd be amazed at when you experience trauma and things like that, how much the body retains. There's a book called The Body Keeps the Score. It's one of the first things that I had to read whenever I got my PTSD diagnosis to really help me understand what was going on. And man, it all started to make so much sense. But even the sensation of having this vest on, I'm flooded with memories of calls and things like that where I was wearing, my ballistics vest. It just feels very much the same. And before I did the work to go through therapy and, really deal with a lot of the unresolved trauma that I was holding on to for a decade, I think it would have really bothered me. Now, it's kind of comforting knowing that I can get out here and I can feel all that and I can have those memories, but I don't get stuck in any moments. I don't get stuck in a memory. For lack of a better term, I hate it because it's become so devalued. I don't get triggered by anything. Something I realize I haven't really followed up on since probably a couple weeks now, I don't know, I'm kind of losing track of time, is early on, if you watched my earlier videos from this series, I was having pain in my right foot. And to be quite honest with you, the pain was probably worse than I was allowing to be seen because I didn't want to accept that, potentially something was wrong there. But I'm happy to report that all the pain has mostly subsided. I still feel it just a tiny bit, but nowhere like I was feeling before. So overall, my body's healthy. I don't feel like I'm injured anywhere. I don't feel like I've overtrained in any way. And this methodology of running every other day and now doing the weighted vest every other day and then mixing up the weight training and now adding in the yoga and the treadmill is working. So hopefully I continue to see good results as far as my body fat percentage being lost. Like I said on Sunday, whenever I shared my update, I would love to see me start gaining some muscle along the way as well. But my primary goal right now is to drop the body fat. And as long as that keeps going and I stay healthy, then I think that this is working well for me. Definitely a lot better than my first time around doing 75 hard when I went way too hard in the beginning. So those lessons I learned are paying off here on round 2. So if you've been following me at all, I've talked about how these morning times, this is where I get out here and I throw on some worship music and I pray. Pray for my family, pray for my friends, pray for the people that I love, pray for God's will to unfold over my life. I just want to be who He wants me to be. Nothing more, nothing less. But I find myself becoming increasingly distracted by these goals that I have that I'm not ready to share yet, but they're big goals. The things I want to do, things that really speak deeply to me. And as I'm trying to pray, I'll see something and I'll beam in. And I remember when I was getting ready to run my marathon, my first marathon, that's how I just became obsessed with it. So it's good that my mind is tapping into that place where it's like, okay, the focus is really starting to come for these things that I want, because that's where I need to be in order to be successful. But at the same time, I have to balance that. I have to make sure that I don't become so obsessed with a goal or an outcome that I lose my focus on what's most important. And for me, that's the purpose of my life. And that's living a life that shows, what God can do through you, no matter how broken or hopeless you may be. So it's all good things. It's all good things. I just got to keep it in check. All right, there it is. First workout of the day done, you guys. 52 minutes, 296 calories, 410 active calories. Still never get out of zone 1. All right, let's go get cleaned up and get to work.
All right, real quick update. It's going to be another day of a lot of meetings. I do have my cup of black coffee here, so this whole waiting to get my caffeine till a couple hours after I've woken up seems to be working well. I drink water first thing in the morning now. Liking it. It's okay. I mean, I like it because once I actually sit down and start working, that's when I get my coffee, so I enjoy that. But yeah, I've got a number of different meetings today. I'm getting a deep freezer delivered today because ours went out. So at some point that'll be happening. Other than that, it's just a day I've really got to focus in and try to get some work done in between my meetings, because there's work that I have to have done for the meetings that I still got to do work on. So we'll check it in a little bit. All right, it's about 10:15. I've been in meetings all morning, but my freezer was just delivered, which is awesome. And the reason that I'm so excited about my freezer being delivered is one thing that I have not been able to do throughout this entire challenge is have protein ice cream with my Ninja Creamy. We have one of those things and it's so awesome. So I'm really excited that we'll have the room now to create the little Ninja Creamy ice creams, and I'll be able to enjoy that as a snack in the evening. It makes it feel like you're cheating, but you're not. It's just skim milk and protein powder. I'll show it to y'all whenever I'm able to do it. That won't be in this video today because they take a day. They have to freeze overnight essentially, but possibly tomorrow I'll get to have some protein ice cream. That's exciting. All right, quick update. It is 3:45 at this point. I ended up working late. I have just finished my first half gallon of water. I finished it earlier, but I'm about to go get my refill. And quite honestly, one thing that I'm kind of facing today is I'm driven. I want to go get my second workout done, out of the way. I want to eat, all that stuff. But one thing about this challenge and the time investment that it requires, especially when you're trying to make time, on the weekends or in the evening to be with your family and everything, is I'm at a point now where a third of the way into this, I just have stuff I need to get done that isn't interesting, to capture on a video, just stuff that needs doing. So for instance, I got all these new parts in for my treadmill, and I just need to take my treadmill apart and put all those new parts on and everything so it'll work the way that it's supposed to. And that takes time, and I just need to do that. I also got this great big workbench now to really get all my stuff organized, and I just need to take the time to actually go through everything and organize everything. But it takes time, and when you have a limited amount of time throughout the day, because of the time commitment involved with this, and again trying to balance work and family, stuff like that can just kind of start to pile up, and you're left with a choice of like, okay, do I just spend one of my weekend days like really trying to get caught up on some of this stuff, and then potentially not spend it with the family so much. So that's kind of what I'm wrestling with a little bit right now. I'm probably going to try to do some stuff, like handle some bills and stuff I've got to take care of and everything. And then I'll probably just go ahead and knock the second workout in, eat, and then see how the evening goes. If the family wants to spend time together, I'll go spend time with them. If not, I'll probably, if everybody just kind of goes their separate way, I'll probably come in here and try to get some of that stuff done. All right, so I'm out of my Mio water flavor enhancer that I like to put in this. So I am going to go ahead and try another one of these Element electrolyte packets. This one is chocolate. I don't know how I feel about this one, y'all. We're going to find out. I've seen some very mixed reviews where some people are like, they hate it. Other people really love it. They've got some interesting flavors in these elements. So this variety pack that I got is, it's kind of fun to experiment. I've got a link for it down below if you want to try it out and see what it tastes like, as well as the other electrolyte solutions that I really like. So I've got Liquid IV down there, and then also this, I forget what it's called, but this other one that I've been trying here lately. Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. I really hope this dissolves better than it's looking right now. Oh, something about that just does not seem appealing. It looks like poo water. Oh gosh. I feel like y'all need to witness my first taste of this. It's fairly mild, this diluted, because this is a lot more water than it calls for. I think I can handle it. Definitely not my favorite, for sure. I'd be interested to see what it tastes like, at the suggested dilution ratio of like 16 to 32 ounces as opposed to the 64 ounces. Might have to buy some more and try it at a more concentrated flavor. All right, guys, quick update. It's just a little after 3. I had to take my daughter's car to the shop to get a small repair. Anyway, it's done. So now picking up the kiddo, gonna take her down there to pick her car up. Once I get done jockeying kids around, get back here and try to get that second workout done. All right, I got some stuff done that's just been kind of hanging over my head. Got some hospital bills taken care of and everything. My little girl had a real bad accident last month. Thank God she's okay. But just, administrative stuff I need to take care of. I got the new freezer all set up so that hopefully it cools down and everything. I had to take all the packaging out of it, get it all set up. It'll cool down, and maybe this evening I can get some of that protein ice cream whipped up and put in there to freeze. We'll see. I don't know if we have the milk for it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start my second workout today. I'm just gonna do the treadmill, y'all. I'm gonna watch some wrestling and I'm gonna play some games because that's what I feel like doing. Plain and simple. I'm gonna keep it real easy. Okay guys, I've officially hit time, but I'm gonna stay on here for a while more because I wanna watch this WWE press conference and I'm still in the middle of a game of Brotato. So I'm gonna keep going. Honestly, I love this. It doesn't even feel like exercise whenever I'm getting on here and I'm able to play a game and everything. If I wasn't creating this video series and trying to at least create some variety from day to day and what y'all see, this is what I do. Truly. Now, I say that, and the advantage and the benefit to me creating this video series is because this is exactly what I do. That wouldn't lead me to achieving all of my goals. Yes, I want to lose fat. Yes, I want to improve my cardio. But I also have these other goals where I want to be able to do these obstacle course races and not, fail miserably at them and everything. And for that, I've got to get strength. I also want to improve my flexibility, especially in my lower back and in my neck. When I ran my marathons, it was my lower back that locked up on me. So it's good that I can't just get on here every single day and do this. Now,
I have been considering though, because I like it and I miss it, I want to see what this week's results look like. And if I start to see, you know, a stall or anything like that, I may consider actually ramping up my number of steps throughout the day, which means I might work this in as a third workout. I don't know yet. We'll see. But honestly, I just love it. All right, guys, there it is. About 6:30 now. I ended up doing an hour and 15 minutes on there. Oops. Let's go ahead and look at heart rate zones. Did get into zone 2 for about the last 16 minutes or so. Not bad. Currently at 1,419 calories burned today and 132 exercise minutes, 18,000 steps. So, not bad. I'm gonna go change, clean off a little bit. So I did get a sweat going, and go eat some dinner. I haven't eaten anything. All right, folks, it's 6:45. I'm breaking my fast. 24 hours and 42 minutes. Oh my gosh. Here we go for my one meal a day that it's turning into. 1 cup of white rice, 5 ounces of chicken breasts, almost 3 ounces of venison sausage, and about 3 ounces of sirloin steak. Had a little less steak today. And a little salad right here. And I've also got a protein shake to make sure that I get plenty of protein. All right, I got some of the good rice cakes now. So rice cakes, unsalted peanut butter, and these sugar-free dark chocolate chips. Okay, very unexpected update. Guys, it is 10:41. As I was getting ready to go to bed, I got a text from a friend who needed me. They were going through something, and yeah, like I said the other day, whenever I encountered something like this, whenever my people need me, it doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter if I've already taken my melatonin and I'm about to go to bed and I'm about to wrap up my video. I just do what I got to do. It doesn't matter what time I got to be up the next day. Like, that's what life is about. Yeah. So I'm going to get a little bit of less sleep tonight, and the evening didn't go quite the way that I thought it was going to go, but I was there for somebody who I love and I care for, and they left my house feeling a lot better. And at the end of the day, that's far more important than sleep or anything I'm trying to do here. So that's the way the day went. Let's go ahead and wrap it up real quick, and then I'm going to bed. All right, here we go. Final count. Final count for today. 1,555 move calories, 132 exercise minutes, 19,126 steps, which I'm pretty sure I probably hit 20,000 because I had to charge my watch today, so I had it off for a couple hours. There's my 2 workouts, the weighted vest walk and the indoor walk, the extended indoor walk, should I say. Go into MyFitnessPal. Oh, I don't think I logged my food, so we'll just do that real quick. So we'll come over here, and I know I had all the same stuff that I had yesterday, so this is pretty easy. This is one of the reasons that I like to eat the same thing every day, because I can literally just kind of go down the list. Only thing I've got to change is the caramel rice cakes, which is Quaker's right there. Yep, and I had 2 of these. And that will be my final calorie count, whatever that all came out to right there. 1,467. You can see also, because I eat the same thing every day, like I just know what I'm around on calories. That's why it's not so important that I put it in at the same time. If I'm eating something different, then I'm putting this in at the time that I'm eating it so that I can make sure where I'm going to be, right, as far as my calorie count. But I knew I was going to be somewhere around 1,500 calories right there. So there's that. I started fasting at, I started fasting at 7:25, so I can eat at 3:25 tomorrow. Now, this weekend, I will be doing shorter fasting windows, and I'll be having 2 higher calorie days. I do that every 2 weeks, so that's actually coming up this weekend. And then last thing to do is come over here to 75 hard. Got the first workout done. Got the second workout done. Did my 10 pages of reading. Started that new book today. Just finished up the 2nd gallon of water here a little bit ago. Followed the diet. No cheat meals. I don't drink alcohol, so I deleted all my social media. No social media. We're good to go. All right, so with all that said, that's it. That's official. I have completed 1/3 of 75 hard now for the second time. So hard to believe that it's been 25 days. I hope that you've enjoyed being on this journey with me. If you have, then please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, whatever, it does help out a lot. Otherwise, I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 26 of 75 hard.